Good morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Zachary Nolan.
Yeah, my name's Carter Nolan.
It's been a while. We had a couple days off, so just so you guys know, just in advance, we won't be able to stream the first two games of the Stanley Cup Finals. After that, I will be able to stream all of them, like every game. It's just that I work during the first two games, so that's all. So if you notice tonight that I'm not streaming, don't be alarmed. I'm not dead. I'm just tied up at work, so partially dead. But yes, here is our prediction. So how did our predictions do last video?
So I predicted that Tampa would get to the final.
Did you predict Tampa?
Yes, I did. I predict Tampa winning the Stanley Cup.
Okay.
Last video.
Okay.
I predicted Rangers getting to the conference final and losing originally.
Anyway, but yes, I had Tampa in 6, and people called me mad.
I had Tampa in 5.
But anyway, yes, so here we are, Tampa versus Colorado. Colorado obviously got here by sweeping the Predators, beating the Blues in 6, and then sweeping the Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah, I didn't expect the sweep. I expected Colorado to win, not in a sweep.
Tampa Bay got here by beating the Leafs in 7, beating the Panthers in a sweep, and beating the Rangers in 6. So this is a really good final. The road to get here is marred with great matchups, but also really disappointing matchups. Like Calgary versus Edmonton was a bit of a bust. Battle of Florida sucked. St. Louis versus Minnesota wasn't great. But like some of them were good. Honestly, some were good. Like I would say Tampa Bay versus Toronto obviously is a great outlier of that. Honestly, Tampa and Rangers wasn't bad. Could have been better.
What do you think about Rangers Penguins?
Rangers Penguins was really good.
But
yes. Good. Yeah. So let's talk about this. So honestly, immovable force or irresistible force versus the immovable object is pretty much what this is, because Colorado cannot be stopped and Tampa just shuts down everything. Yeah. Like going into this matchup, obviously, let's talk about the offensive side of play. It'll be interesting because obviously the Avalanche are without Nazem Kadri, which is a big loss, and Braden Point is returning for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Should be good to go for game 1. 100% at the very least for game 2.
Yeah.
Will definitely tip the scales in terms of offensive production for the Tampa Bay Lightning. For example, when Anthony Cirelli's on the ice, nobody scores. Like, statistically speaking, there's only, yes, for the entire time that Anthony Cirelli has been on the ice, they've given up 6 even-strength goals.
One of the things I will say that I do think this will be interesting for Tampa, I guess, is how, cause in terms of the Rangers' defensive depth, it's pretty much Shesterkin. Mm-hmm. Shesterkin is your defensive aspect of your team there. So I'm going to find it a little bit interesting actually having to go against a lot better defensemen in what Colorado has as opposed to what they faced in New York. So I wonder exactly how much difficulty do you think that Tampa Bay offense has against Colorado's defense?
It's interesting because if we're talking about defensive skill here, obviously Girard being injured does hurt the Avalanche on the back end. I think that defensively speaking, I would feel a lot safer with the Tampa Bay defense. It's funny.
No, I'm not comparing Colorado to Tampa defense. I'm comparing Colorado to New York in terms of what Tampa has to face.
I know. As I was saying, but no, like I think it's probably a step. It's definitely a step up, but it'll be interesting to see how much defensive skill shines through there. The defense is good, obviously. It had to be very good to get them here, but I think in terms of defensive matchups, I think I favor slightly the Tampa Bay Lightning in defense. Yeah. And the funny thing is here, though, with this is that, and then the goaltending, no disrespect to Pavel Francouz and Darcy Kemper, who might be healthy, although with Darcy Kemper, I think at this point you roll the dice on game 1. Maybe you probably start Francouz game 1 with a short leash. I wouldn't go immediately right back to Kemper. Kemper's been a little bit marred by injuries, and Francouz is the hotter hand. But in terms of goaltending, It isn't a comparison. It's Vasilevsky. Vasilevsky is easily the best goaltender.
Vasilevsky, I'd say for Tampa is there. I think Vasilevsky and Makar are the Conn Smythe favorites.
Yeah, Makar's Conn Smythe favorite for sure.
And Vasilevsky for Tampa. Mm-hmm. Like I give one of each.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's funny because at the same time, I still want to say Avalanche can win, and they definitely can win, but the odds are remarkably in Tampa's favor, even though the odds will say that they think the Avalanche will win. The longer the series goes, the more likely Tampa squeaks it out a win. I'm thinking probably, if I'm saying what I want to happen, I want the Avalanche to win in 6. If I'm saying what I think happens, the Lightning probably win in 7. It's unfortunate, a little bit. It's a bit disappointing when you get 3 years just to have the same goddamn thing happen. Like, it kind of just makes you, can we just skip all of the admin and just get to it, please? Because, but yeah,
Question is, this is a bit relevant. Obviously, you heard about what Tortorella said in that by sweeping them, they created a monster.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching.
Pat Maroon might win.
Don't forget to leave a like,
in a row,
subscribe, and comment down below your thoughts on this series, on this upcoming series. Let us know.
If you like CFL, check out CFL Central. Plug. That's it.
There you go. See you next time.
Connor, the old Svechnikov for Connor.